This is Raymond Beetle, who at the close of this event will have to scrape that number 1 off the side of his famous Blue Max and give it to somebody else, either Hawley, Billy Meyer, or Prudhomme. He's up against Gary Burgin, who was in the final round for the event title here a year ago when Big Jim Dunn won that event. Now, Raymond Beetle, the 3-time national champion, is not going to make it 4 in the English Leather Ford EXP. Had a lot of problems. He flipped a car early in the year, then burned one to the ground, and they never quite caught up again.
Raymond coming back into the performance style, though, that he has been accustomed to in the last couple of races and has moved very well in qualifying here at the World Finals. For Gary Burgin, he was a finalist at the U.S. Nationals in the finals and, in fact, won that event a few years ago and would love to shut down Raymond Beetle right now. Boy, this is a close race. At the finish line, it is the Blue Max of Raymond Beetle winning it with a 6.05 second elapsed time. Burgin's losing time, a 6:11.
Both of them at about 238 miles an hour. Actually, Burgin at 237. So Burgin was in that one all the way against the Blue Max.
But for Raymond Beetle, a chance to move up another round and possibly take home the event title here at Orange County International Raceway.
As we continue with round 1 of funny car action, here's a man that's got them all shaking their heads. David, this is Ken Veney of Wadsworth, Ohio. His first year of nitro funny car racing. After many years with an alcohol car, he has set the national speed record at 254 miles an hour. He'll be up against the black car in the far lane, Little John Lombardo, who's a terror here all summer long at OCIR.
Out of North Hollywood, California, Lombardo is one of those 5-second funny cars that doesn't travel a whole lot. He stays around home, and there's some problems on the starting line. Look at this. They're backing Ken Veney up. They're checking something, and he says, okay, bring it up and stage again. That's Starter Buster Couch directing the action. The starting system itself, electronically controlled and operated. All the starter does is throw a switch. A great lead for Lombardo, but boy, look at the horsepower of Ken Veney as he just blows by Little John to a 6:08 elapsed time, 238 miles an hour.
Little John Lombardo at a 6:41. It's a good thing Veney had all that power because he was very late up the starting line. He's only made 15 runs in a nitro-burning funny car. Not quite comfortable yet.
Certainly the talk of the nitro-burning contingent is Ken Veney, and I know some of the other racers are starting to run Ken Veney components and complete engines.
Back at the starting line. As funny car competition continues, this is Billy Meyer. We saw his teammate earlier, Trip Shoemake, survive round 1. Meyer can only hope that he will do the same. As Frank Hawley is still in the program. Billy Meyer trying to drive around Hawley in the point standings with this, the Pontiac-bodied 711 Chief Auto car. Meyer from Waco, Texas, started funny car racing at 16.
Our defending champion here at the Winston World Finals, this is Big Jim Dunn out of Long Beach, California. A fireman, as noted on the West Coast for driving practically anything. The only man ever to win a national event driving a rear-engine funny car. That came years ago, and today I don't think it's going to be his day as Billy Meyer pulls ahead and wins it, defeating Jim Dunn in this first round of action with a 5:99 elapsed time.
And Big Jim Dunn, always there as he was this time, 6.05. Even though Dunn has very little to work with, he was still right there all the time. If Meyer made a mistake, he'd have got him.
Kenny Bernstein and our final pair of funny cars in the first round of action against the man you saw that burned it down a year ago, Gary Densham. Here's Billy Meyer getting out of his car. He also still in the chase for that Winston World Championship title. Kenny Bernstein actually not in the hunt for the points championship, but he'd sure love to win the event title. Here's the teacher's pet car. He is a teacher, by the way. Teaches school, Gary Densham.
And this was the driver we showed you earlier in the first one of those 3 fires. He back with a beautiful car. Now, Bernstein is on a roll right now. He won the Golden Gate Nationals just a few weeks ago in the San Francisco Bay Area after a ragged early season. Bernstein is back with tremendous performance.
Bernstein and Densham, and look at Bernstein. He is not to be headed in any way in this race as Bernstein crosses the finish line first.
With low ET of eliminations at 5.93 seconds, 246 miles an hour, to Gary Densham's very game 6:15, 233.
So that concludes our first round of racing in Funny Car Eliminator, and we still have those 4 competitors in the thick of it for the Winston World Champion title as Frank Hawley leads in the points. Billy Meyer